Pod Sound School presents Content Jefe, the podcast that helps online business owners make better content and more money. Let's Jefe up. Hello, amigo, amigazo, Content Jefe. Welcome to another episode of the Content Jefe podcast, brought to you by the Pod Sound School. I'm Veronica.
And I'm Studio Steve.
And we teach people how to make content and how to develop content marketing systems so they can grow online. We've been doing this for 5 years and we're content creators too, so we know a thing or two. And this podcast is for you if you're a content creator or online business owner trying to figure out content marketing and how to make money online. In each episode, we bring you inside the content marketing world so you can make better content and more money.
Woo! I love it. And I'm ready to learn some good stuff.
And I am going to be leading this episode.
I have no idea what this episode's about.
No, you have no idea what
this is something we're trying with our podcast now is since there's two of us and we batch record our podcast episodes, we're splitting the podcast in half. And Veronica comes up with 2 episodes and doesn't really tell me much about them. And then I do the same. And it just creates a really fun dynamic for us to sort of just kind of respond and give you a more kind of honest reaction of what the other would have to it.
Yeah. And before we get into the episode, I want to thank you for spending this time with us, listening to this episode or watching this episode on YouTube or Spotify. We are very, very grateful that you are part of our community. Make sure that you rate our podcast and leave a review. It will mean the world for me.
Yeah, and come find us at Pod Sound School anywhere on social media. And even better, make sure that you tell your friends, your business owners about our show. Let them know that it's helpful and why you like it. That would mean the world to us.
Yes.
Okay.
So in this episode, I think you're going to identify with a lot of things that I'm going to be sharing on in this episode. And I'm going to be talking about
with things.
How to pick a niche.
Ooh.
Oh, and then here comes that word again.
It's niche or niche.
Niche. How to pick a niche when you're a multi-passionate entrepreneur. And I divided this episode in 4 sections. The first one, I'm going to share the definition of what a multi-passionate entrepreneur is.
Okay.
To see if you can identify with some of the characteristics.
I think it's because the letter H is in there. Just ignore the letter H. Think about carrot, like a carrot.
Characteristics.
There you go. It's probably better if you say carrot-teristics.
Carrot. He does that for me all the time. Oh my gosh, I love you. Thank you.
You don't guarantee I got you to say that by saying
and
Gary
quinoa?
V.
I used to say quinoa.
Yeah, quinoa.
And then he spelled it. So he does that for me.
Yes.
That's why I keep him around.
Yes. And I'm also pretty good with cooking.
Yeah. He's very good.
If you can feed a Colombian, you can keep her forever.
Just feed the Colombian rice every single day.
You need to know how to add
the Colombian will be happy.
Enough salt to the rice to kill a small horse.
Yes. Tasteless rice, no, is an insult. Violence will ensue.
Before we hop into this episode, I do want to give some fun administrative stuff. We are, depending on when you're watching this episode and when it's released, we have either just opened enrollment for our new exciting Smart and Simple podcasting program, or you can get on the wait list for it. We actually make the program available and we launch it in groups. So if you don't make one group, then you have to wait to catch the next group. So if you want to learn more information about that, it's how we really teach you on a more close basis. You get in a close-knit group with us where we meet with you. And you can actually, there's all sorts of fun details. And if you want to learn more about that, you can go to podcastingsmart.com/waitlist.
Yeah. After years and years of making content, we have cracked the code of how you can create a lot of content with a very, very small amount of time invested in that pursuit.
Yes.
Because one of the things that you will discover when you get into content creation is that it's time consuming as heck.
Yeah.
So we made it our mission to make it so it's not as time consuming and as a pain in the rear, in the rabo. Now, so I mentioned the first part of this episode is the definition of a multi-passionate entrepreneur.
Okay.
Then the second part is like if you don't have a niche, then that's not a problem. And I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to apologize for things that I've done in the past, ideas that I have shared with you regarding a niche. And I want to just kind of readdress those and apologize to you if I have misdirected you somehow. And the third part is the best advice that you can get if you're a multi-passionate entrepreneur. This really is going to push you into action instead of like lingering or being an idle.
I like that. Yes.
Idle. And I'm going to wrap up by sharing with you my process to help you pick a niche or pick that thing that you want to do if you have many ideas. So you can pick the winning idea and your winning niche.
Yes.
And I came up with this a long time ago, and I'm excited to share it on this episode finally.
Yes.
Because it's a pretty cool system that I developed. I develop systems. That's why they pay me the big bucks here in the Pat's House School.
Yeah.
So what is a multi-passionate entrepreneur? What ideas come to mind?
For me, I think it's just somebody who has lots of different interests, maybe a lot of different things pulling at them, a lot of things they're interested in, and a lot of different business ideas. I would say most entrepreneurs probably are pretty multi-passionate.
Multi-passionate, yeah. So Maria Forleo, if you haven't read her book.
Or fallen into her content stream.
She came up with, I'm gonna tag Maria in this episode or share her website. She is, I would say, like with Amy Porterfield. She's like right there with Amy Porterfield and all of these women who are kind of like the pioneers of content marketing, online businesses. All of this, they started a long time ago. Marie Forleo is one of those. And she kind of coined this term of the multi-passionate entrepreneur because she, at the beginning of her online journey, as an entrepreneur, she was a multi-passionate. She did many, many things. She still does, and she's very successful at it. So if you are a multi-passionate entrepreneur, there's nothing wrong with you. You're the best. So these are the things that will signal that you're a multi-passionate entrepreneur, that you have this disease. Just kidding. So you don't fit FIT neatly into a conventional career box. So you just can't be in one thing, on one, like the stay on your lane, like do one thing. No, you just like have all these things that pull your attention, and you just can't be in one box. And if they force you, like you feel unfulfilled. Okay. The second one is that while some people struggle to find an idea, you have many, many ideas. The other sign that you are a multi-passionate entrepreneur is that you have a whole list of passions, interests, and hobbies that light you up. They bring a lot of excitement. And the other one is that pursuing a single avenue career-wise sounds suffocating, and boring. Okay. So if you fail in this category, then you're in any of this, you're a multi-passionate entrepreneur. Okay. And some people are very, since the moment that since they're very little, they know what they're supposed to do. Like I always admire that in you. Like you have this passion for music and music production and all this. I didn't. Like I don't. I didn't have a lot around me to play with. Nobody ever just kind of inspired me to do anything really. So it was hard for me to discover my passion. I have discovered my passion later in life. Yeah. But some people, they just have that figured out, and all of the things that they do is towards that. And then the other thing is, what do you think? I like it. I'm just wanting to get through those points. I want to hear what else it is. I'm liking it a lot. So now that that's out of the way, now let's go to the second point, which is why this idea of finding a niche can be so harmful sometimes for the multi-passionate entrepreneur, the person who wants to do different things and can really focus on one.
Okay, so everybody's constantly telling us to niche down.
To niche down.
And maybe that doesn't work with our brains.
And that, like the riches are in the niches. And you may have heard me saying that, like, you need to find a niche. I mean, it's all over our YouTube channel.
Yeah, it is. And it's all over all sorts of other YouTube channels and blogs and everything else. Yeah,
and other coaches.
And there's a lot to be said about it as well.
Yes, there's a lot to be said. That's really the way that you're going to make money, that you're going to scale, is if you focus on a niche. With that being said, it's detrimental for somebody who is completely paralyzed by the idea of not having a niche.
I like this.
And it doesn't put any of their ideas into action because of that reason. It can deter you from starting and experimenting. It's okay to start creating content for a particular demographic. So if you don't know, if you don't have a niche, then you can start creating content for a particular demographic. You can start creating content for Gen Zs. You can start creating content for millennials. You can start creating content for parents. You can start creating content for single women in corporate. Like, just like, you don't have to be so specific with your niche, but you can start making content for a specific demographic, and that's okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Then the good thing about starting, the good thing about saying is, okay, Veronica, stop with the niche. Like, okay, like, I understand, but I'm just going to start creating this content. And the good thing is that you can gather data, that you can go back and look at those podcast episodes, and you can look at the videos that you've been posting and see how your audience is reacting to those.
Okay.
And depending on, like, maybe one of our videos went viral on YouTube, or maybe one of your podcast episodes, they're like, you see the downloads like coming in. So maybe that particular thing is just telling you the course or giving you direction into what people want. And that's how you develop your niche over time.
I like that.
Hey, I'm interrupting the episode for a little announcement. You know you have to create content to attract more prospects online, but the whole thing seems daunting and too much to figure it out on your own. Which social media platform should I choose? Should I start making videos for IG Reels, TikTok, or YouTube? What skills do I need to learn? What equipment do I need? Or maybe you're considering starting a podcast for your business. And if any of that's the case, we want to invite you to sign up for the waitlist for Smart and Simple Podcasting. It's our first coaching program where we, the Pod Sound School, will be teaching you how to create and launch a professional podcast from scratch. Content marketing, so your content is a lead generation machine for your business, and different ways to maximize every time you record, so you can create micro pieces of content that will go on different social media platforms. We'll be holding your hand through the whole process, meeting weekly with you, making sure that you're not getting left behind. We'll be teaching students and clients about podcast and video production and marketing for 4 years. Our approach to teaching is straightforward, innovative, and fun. So hurry up and go to podcastingsmart.com/waitlist to sign up, or find the link in the description of this episode. Stop working so hard on your content. Make your content work for you. Now back to the episode. That it's also okay to change and expand your niche once you have started making content and you see that maybe the niche that you picked or the demographic that you pick is just not, they're not vibing you, you're not vibing them.
You're over it.
You're over it. It's just not connecting. It's just not, like sometimes it's okay just to expand and add more people to your niche.
Yeah.
Or like your content and your business is going to push you to that point, because the people that you were serving at the beginning of your journey as an online business owner or content creator, those people are going to keep advancing with you, and you just have to keep moving forward with them and help them where they are to reach the next level.
I love that. I love that a lot.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that you say that, because I think that what you could say is your target person or your niche audience, or even more like that ideal customer avatar, can change, and you can change and adapt with them. And you can sort of, because what happens is you are at a certain level in your professional career and or at your pursuits or with content creation, and then you reach a new level. And so when you're at that new level, it's just not going to light you up the same way that it did to make that content when you were down here. And that overall, and so you could stay down there and probably still be really profitable. In fact, it might be safer. It might actually maybe advancing too quick or trying to expand too quick is going to cost you. But so this is some tricky stuff to get into.
Yeah.
So tell me more.
What is the number one thing that if you are a multi-passionate entrepreneur, the number one thing that you should be doing right now? Forget about anything else. If you only remember this thing about this in this episode, then you're good.
Okay.
And that is to stop thinking and start doing.
Oh.
That is so important. We get too caught up in the ideas that we have in our head, that what is my wife going to think? What are my kids going to think? This isn't going to work. And what am I going to do? And just remember when you were a toddler. Remember when you were a kid and you were unafraid of trying new things. You were like just discovering glue and paper. We have our 4-year-old right now, like experimenting with all sorts of things, and she gets on a mission and she stumps around the house, like finding the scissors and finding paper and finding all these things so she can create. So give yourself permission to do that. Get into action and get out of your head and start creating, because that's how you're going to find out whether or not that's your thing or not.
Yes. And with that, I'd also like to add to that I think it's advisable even to lump into that and to that category of thinking and being in your head would also be like planning or scheming or dreaming, like, or saying out loud what you are going to do. So like, I would love it. And cause I have a tendency to do that where I will just go off privately even about some new endeavor that I'd like to start. And I plan every little detail of it to my own detriment until I'm just exhausted. If I had spent just a small amount of that time actually on action products, like putting those notes into specific places, and actually building a plan and creating an organizational system for this new idea. Looking at, okay, well, I'm going to try this thing. I don't care what people think about it. And so how am I going to fit this into my schedule? How can I squeeze this into my schedule? Because I'm going to do all of the things I'm passionate about.
I love it. Because you're a multi-passionate entrepreneur.
Maybe. I haven't decided yet.
You haven't decided yet. Okay, so that. And one of the things that Marie Forleo says that is so powerful is that clarity comes from engagement, not from thought.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, so what do? Like, okay, yes, I am a multi-passionate entrepreneur. What do I do, Veronica? Okay, I have a solution for you right here. So I want you to get a piece of paper.
Okay.
Or get in your computer and create a table. And in the first column, you're going to list all of the things, the amazing ideas that you have. So I'm going to open an Etsy shop to sell dresses for 4-year-olds. I want to be a wardrobe stylist. I want to be a makeup influencer for women over 40 or for Gen Zs or whatever.
Okay.
I want to be a podcaster, or I want to be a YouTuber, or I want to be a business coach. Then you create that column, and then by that column, then you name at the top that is going to be your upfront investment. And that's how much money you'll have to invest to get this idea in motion. Starting a coaching business, you can start a coaching business like from your house. You don't need expensive equipment. You just need a method of that you can collect payment in a way that you can put your course together so you can deliver it or Zoom or whatever. So the investment for that particular endeavor is very small compared with other things like maybe open a shop or a restaurant or things like that. So what is the upfront investment? So write it down. You can do research for this and see how much you can find that other people have invested in things similar to these ideas. Then by this column, then you're going to add the money or potential revenue goals or the ability of that idea of generating revenue for you quick. Because let me tell you, one of the things, the number one thing that why ideas get abandoned and never come to fruition is because people get into those not thinking where the money is going to come from, and ultimately they have to shut down whatever they created because they don't have the resources, the money, and that's pretty sad. So how much money you're going to receive from this endeavor? Just, look at other creators, other businesses that are doing the same, and see how, if there's a way you can find out how they're making their money, how much they're making. You can, just to give you some ideas, you can have done for you services. You can, if you're a writer, you can write website copy. You can write sales copy. You can write articles for blogs. If you're a graphic designer, you can create podcast cover art, YouTube thumbnails, and graphics for social media. And you can create your, put all of your things on Upwork or places like that. So that's on that column. And then the next column is the learning curve.
Ah, cool. I was waiting for that column.
Then for this one, you want to be realistic and see what are the skills that you have right now to put that idea in motion. Do you have to learn the skills? How long is going to take you to learn the skills? Is this something that you're going to be outsourcing? Is you're going to bring people to your team, and that will affect how much money you're going to invest, your upfront investment, all of those things. And then at the end, you are going to choose the idea that is going to have the least upfront investment, with the highest potential of making revenue fast, and with the least or the lowest learning curve or non-existent learning curve, because you already have the skills. And this is just not a disclaimer, but an invitation that if you don't have the skills, just go to our website, podsoundschool.com. And there you can find all of the things that we can help you with.
Yes.
We have different courses. We have different services that we offer.
Yes.
So go there and we can help you. We can help you. We can help you speed up the process so you don't have to piecemeal the information from different sources. You don't have to waste your time.
Yes.
We can help you with that.
And one thing I'd like to add with this, that if you notice that the learning curve is huge, is there a way, like Veronica says, in that investment or that upfront investment, well, can I hire a team to do that thing for me? Right. So I want to have a podcast. The learning curve to edit a podcast is pretty big. It's going to take me a little while to get good at editing. Can I hire a podcast editor? So you can make the learning curve zero sometimes by increasing that first column, which is what it's going to cost you. And you can always hire a team and slowly put together and train a team. And, and then that's the training of how long it would take you to express your idea and give your idea to a team that you're trying to train. That would be part of the investment of time and how much time this thing's going to take.
I would love to know the results of this. So if you can get a hold of me on Instagram at Pod Sound School.
Yes.
If you're watching this on YouTube, then you can just leave a comment below, like say, hey, I did it. Can we talk? I'll be happy to give you ideas, to hear those ideas.
Yes, we're here to help you. And like Veronica mentioned, we have every way that you can work with us, you can work with us. We have do-it-yourself courses, do-it-with-you courses. We even do private coaching on some circumstances. So you can get a hold of us for that. And I hope you found this episode really useful. I loved it. I thought it gave me some clarity. I really just wanted to listen and absorb it.
So what do you think? Are you a multi-passionate entrepreneur?
I do. And I think my last takeaway with this is I think it's possible, and something that I think I have a unique stance on this, because to be multi-passionate can be sometimes confusing to be creative. Creativity can kind of sometimes put a wrench in your gears or whatever. But I think I love that form that Veronica offered us. I think that's what it is, right? Is looking at things in terms of, how is this going to make me money? And is this really going to be worth it in the long run? But sometimes at the same time, when you become organized in your own personal productivity system or that you're building, if something keeps coming in, if something continues to return, then and it just keeps nagging at you and you keep wanting to add it to your list, then eventually you're just going to have to break down and find a way to do it. You're going to have to scratch away the time to at least entertain the idea enough to see why it keeps scratching at you so much. That there's a certain calling that we feel, and I think there's a reason for those callings usually. And so the good news is that you don't have to just settle on just one, but what you may have to do, the bad news is you will probably have to settle on one temporarily and choose the one that might be more realistic and not as exciting. And those are the decisions we have to make as we're trying to build our enterprises and we're trying to gain financial freedom and the freedom to continue to create. And so if you can have the patience to stick with just that one that's the smartest idea for you to start with, to see that through and stick with it for years and commit to it, then you can eventually implement more systems that will free up more time, that will allow you to hire a team, so that you can then go back to that same list that you just made with Veronica and pick another one on the list.
This can be, I can put this in a PDF.
Ooh, you should.
Right?
Add that to your list of things you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. If she makes a PDF, she'll have the link here in the episode.
I'll have the link.
Yeah.
I'll get around it.
She'll get around to it.
I want to help you.
Yes. And we love you. Make sure to leave a comment, push all the buttons, whether you're listening or watching. This is a video podcast on Spotify and YouTube, so push all the buttons there. Leave comments. Let us know you exist. Let us know what your business is about. Come push our buttons and watch us go beep. And hefe up.
Bye.